Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to Consistency Forex Academy. Currently, we are lecturing and tutoring for free. Everything is completely free. I want to talk about a trade that I've just took. I sent the signal out to the Telegram community just now, just now. So I want to talk about this trade, and I feel like it's here's the signal right here, and we are currently on drawdown, but we're currently on a loss, but I feel like it's still going to play out. And if it doesn't play out, it's a minimum risk that we're taking on this one. All right, it's pretty much a very, very easy, simple setup. This is the 30 minutes time frame. I want to start from the 4 hours time frame. So what we have on here is that we've had an impulse to the downside. We had a low, we had a lower high point forming right around there. If you watch close, you see that price has taken out these lows that was formed there, but failed to actually quote close below it. Now, what we pretty much have is a very strong impulse to the downside. All this candle is doing is a pullback because the market moves in waves. It gives what impulses and then correction moves down and it's correct, and then what will continue to the downside. So obviously, what I can pretty much tell is that we can see that there are sellers in this market at this point in time. Because the market got to this place and then stood and then dropped rapidly. Now we have a pullback to the upside into this area of supply. It's called the supply because that was where the impulse started from recently. So we had this drop to the downside. This morning we saw some pretty much nice drop to the downside, but I was not available to give the signal at the time I saw it. So I'm giving a signal now because it's supposed to be a sell stop, a sell limit above. I will talk about sell limits, buy stop, buy limits, and sell stop in my next video. So drop it down to the 1 hour time frame. Um, you can see that we had a very, very nice impulse. We had this candlestick rejection, but it doesn't change the fact that we are still in a bearish scenario because we are seeing this pullback here, and doesn't change the fact that we're still in a bearish scenario. So what I did before initially was to have a sell, so was supposed to have a sell limit above here and a stop loss. I think my stop loss was about 40 pips above the high of the day, something like that. But when I came back, I said, okay, price has already reached the level of previous support and it has flipped it to become resistance. Now, for price to flip it to become resistance and give some really nice rejections to the downside, I was like, okay, it's time to go short. And that was why I went short at current market price. I went short at market price. The current market price now is at 167 flat, and my sell limit is at give me a second, let me quickly check where my sell entry was. My sell entry is at 166,844. So this 833,844, let me quickly edit this to put it at the exact place. So 163 so 844. So that's our entry, guys. That's our entry, and our stop loss is exactly where our stop loss is at this point in time. Now, drop it to the 30 minutes time frame. On the 20 minutes time frame, we can pretty much see that we have this area of supply. I call it an area of supply because of this inside bar candle that was formed here. Price broke inside bar, and usually price will come back to retest the inside bar, and that's why I have my stop loss above it. Now, at this point in time, I literally will expect the market to continue to the downside. And those of us that knows how to use trend line already, you find that I have a trend line on my chart and a Fibonacci on my chart. Now I can pretty much tell you what the trend line and the Fibonacci are both doing for me. Now the trend line is pretty much telling me that there is a diagonal resistance forming, and you can obviously see that we have a first touch up here. Okay, we have a second touch here. Those ones, they pretty much did not touch very well. And now we're having a contact point confirmation right around here. So I really anticipate for this market to drop to the downside and probably take out this low of the day that was formed. Okay. Okay. But price coming into 50%, like probably 50% of my trade, I'll start to set my stop to break even and then expect the markets to continue to the downside. Now, what you should do, seeing the market pulling back against you, as far as you have a proper risk management, you have a defined risk for this trade. Like I usually tell my students, do not risk more than 1 to 2% of your amount of your account at a particular point in time. Now, I dropped a puzzle, or should I call it a poll, on here on my Telegram channel, and I was like, okay, uh how many percent of your account should you risk on every trade? I put different percentage there. For me, I chose 0.5%. Others choose 10, 20. It depends on the person. But for me, my advice should be 1%, 2%, and not more than 2%. 0.5% is also good. So imagine risking 0.5% of $100,000 account. That's like we risking $500 on a trade. If you're putting $500 in this trade now, to risk this trade, that would have been like a two standard lot size. Okay, this is a 30, that would have been 1.50. That's 1.5 lot size. If you want to know how to calculate that, you can go on Baby Pips calculator. Let's do that together, guys. Baby Pips calculator. Yeah, it's right here. You can use Baby Pips calculator to position size calculator. So let's do it together, guys. You know, the purpose of us coming here, me sharing this knowledge is so that we can grow, we can all learn, and we can all make money together. Now, account currency, that's USD account balance. Let's say we have $100,000 account, and then let's say we want to risk 0.5%. And let's say our stop loss is 36 pips, like you see just now in pips. So that's 36 pips. And the currency that we are trading is Gbpjpy, and it's not there. So I can choose USD because they kind of have the same pip calculation and stuff like that. Currency, okay, USD as price. Let's leave the price and just click on calculate. Seconds is calculating it. It's loading. What happened? What happened? What happened? I think I have to put the price. Let's say the current price of USD I'm using USD to calculate it, guys. I think the current price should be at 137 flat. So I think that was 137 flat, guys. So I'll put the price and see if it calculates it for us. 137.00. Yeah, I'm doing this because of those persons that probably do not know how to calculate it already. Now, amounts to risk, like I said just now, is $500. Position size is 1.90 in units. That's 190,000 divided by 100. That's 1.9. Okay, that should be your lot size. Standard lots, they wrote it there 1.9. Mini lots 19. Micro lots 190. So if you are trading a standard lot, you should open one standard 0.90 minis. So that's how to use the position size calculator. The same risk that we have here, because it's the same way to calculate pips for this guy, exactly the same way we calculate for what Gbpjpy, because they both have Gbpjpy. They both have JPY as the other side of the currency. Okay, now like let's see how this trade goes. I will update you guys later on this particular trade setup. Guys, remember, in Forex, the most important thing is risk management. Risk management is the most important thing. Let's say you're trading $100,000 account, you're risking $500 on every single trade. It's going to take you a long, long time to blow. And there's the probability of you blowing your account is very, very slim. And the probability of you growing your account is next to 90% of you making double of your account over time. So my entry signal for this trade is literally this impulse to the downside. This bearish engulfing candle is my entry signal. The confluence for the trade is that I have a Fibonacci from the last swing to the downside, and then price put back towards 61.8 and even came as close as 78.6. Now, getting to 78.6, we saw this rejection, trend line confirm, like price bounced off the trend line, and then we also have price bouncing, rejecting off of the 61.8, giving us this impulse to the downside. Now we have two confluences currently. I have the trend line, and then I have my Fibonacci resistance as well. And I currently also have a level of resistance right there that I've been watching for a long, long, long time. And I think you can see resistance, 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 and then price has come back into it and it's going to drop from there. All right, guys. I will update you guys at the end of this trade today. All right, guys, we're back, and yeah, the trade hasn't been playing on well though. It came like 5 pips away from my stop loss, and really, I'm still very calm because I'm just risking 0.5% of the account. So usually we see this type of things happen a lot, and it's not a big deal. So I'm currently on the 30 minutes time frame, and let me see how the 15 minutes candle closed. Closed pretty nicely, like shooting star from the supply. And I still do anticipate for it to collapse. I still do anticipate. Our price really came to touch the trend line again here. It came to touch the trend line again. Yeah. So probably we could still keep holding. We have a stop loss in place. So if it does go to the stop loss, I'm cool. If it does go in profit, I'm gonna scale in. If it does go in profit, If it does go in profit though, I'm going to scale in more positions. For now, I haven't added anyone because I don't had to my losing trades and I did use my full lot size already. So if I had placed a position with half of my 0.5 lots, 0. Like my 1.9, you get, so I would have probably scaled in again and still have my stop loss at the same level. Right now, price currently pulling against us hard. I don't know what's happening though. Oh, it's like there's some sort of things happening in the market lately. December market is usually like this. This one you try to get in on a limit order, but the market didn't pull back. Because when I see the market shooting like this, usually either I get in, like, trust me, getting in on an impulse move is always the hardest, guys. Because you can get in here and then the market starts pulling, you can get in here and then it starts pulling and stuff like that. You don't know if it's always going to continue. So I love to get in on a retracement, on a pullback, that type of thing. Now, currently looking at this right now, I'm still very, very calm because I have my stop loss in place. It's just like every other trade out there. You take trades, it's either goes in profit or it goes in loss, but your analysis is what gives you confidence. And my analysis is giving me confidence on this trade. As far as the price is still below this supply zone, my stop loss is just few pips above, few pips above. Now, some persons were like, why don't you move your stop as wide? No, no, I don't want to move my stop loss wide because for the trade to literally go up, take out this high that was formed, I will start to think that the price is currently breaking out of my trend line. Like price coming as far as like doing this, then I would say, okay, trend line is broken. We could actually bounce back up and find a retest and then a continuation to the upside, somewhat like this. No, if you get what I'm saying. So we could see that happen. But for now, still very good with the trade. And I'll update you guys. All right, guys, we're back, and you can see what's on the screen, guys. It's a stop loss. It's a stop loss. And any reasons for the stop loss? No, I don't think any reasons. I'm not gonna blame anybody for it. I'm not gonna blame my strategy for it. Probably it's just one of the days where we get a stop loss, that type of thing. Okay. So taking loss is part of the game. This is just a live trading session, and we took a loss live. Everyone saw it. So at this point in time, I'm just gonna um reevaluate everything and come back to the desk probably tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, today's Friday actually. Man, this is a loss that I actually felt wasn't going to be a loss. And I'm surprised it is a loss, this particular trade. Because I've been waiting for it. That's the thing, you can wait for a trade and still end up taking a loss. This shooting star right here was oh god. All right, I'm just gonna type that in on the Telegram in front of you guys. Let's type that in. Let's type that in. Okay. Though we've had one very good trade today. So if they use proper risk management, we're still going to be profitable at the end of the day. So there's no big deal on this one at all. So what should we be looking at next? Back to the 4 hours. I want to see significant price on here before I can go on lower time frame and then trade from there. So currently we still have a lower high point here because we broke this low. So um this level is also a significant level, but I think that um I'm done for the week actually. So I'm just gonna relax and come back next week, analyze the charts, do the necessary things, and next week I'll be back on here for another trading week. I think next week is actually gonna be the last week, guys, until January. I'm gonna be trading no more than twice next week, no more than 2 times. So until next time, folks, if you're enjoying this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment below. Anything you think. Probably I didn't trade well, probably I didn't take the nice entries, Probably it wasn't a good trade. Whatever you think, just leave it there. Don't worry, I won't be offended at all. I won't be offended at all. So I can take this off now. That's done its job, so I can take this off. All right, please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to subscribe and share, 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 share. Until next time, folks, may peace be with you, and thanks for watching to the end.